I've been a day trader for almost 5 years, and I asked my community what are the 3 things that you struggle with the most. And they listed all of these things, and I noticed that psychology is at the core of these mistakes. So today I have a psychology video for you. I'm going to list the 5 most common mistakes that you traders face and how to overcome them / how to better yourself. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first common mistake that I noticed is that you guys have issues with patience. And we've all been there. You have lined out your perfect point of interest area in the market. You've lined out your 1 hour value gap. You've lined out your 4 hour order block, but price is suddenly going the other way. And you're like, should I enter this? I know it is not on my POI, but it has so much momentum with it. Maybe I should enter it. And this is where that patience will play such an important role. Because no, you should not enter it because this wasn't the plan. The plan for you is to wait until price comes inside of that point of interest area that you marked out. So how are you going to overcome this? How are you going to be more patient? Well guys, with trading it really comes down to one thing, and as soon as you master this, you will be profitable. And basically all of these things that I'm going to list will come down to this in the end. But you just need to focus on making each trade a good trade. And there's actually a book about this, and it is called One Good Trade by Mike Bellafiore. And in that book he also talks about that he wants his traders, because he's a profit manager, he wants his traders to focus on one good trade and the next trade to be better or as good as the last one. And that is exactly what I want you to do. Make sure your trade is as best as it can be. So it has the best conditions, the best entry, the best exit, the best stop loss placement, the best take profit placement, and the best trade management. And as soon as you're going to focus on that, instead of making that 1-2 grand to pass your funding challenge, right? Or making that couple $100 on your personal account. As soon as you start focusing on making this trade as best as possible, you will have more patience, because you know you need to wait in order for your trade to have the best opportunity, and in order for your trade to be the best possible, that you need to wait on that point of interest area. So that is what you're going to do. I want you to focus on making each trade better than the last one instead of focusing on the monetary amount. Then the second one is fear of missing out, better known as FOMO. So FOMO is a term that does not only exist inside of trading, it is a general known term that states that an individual is feared of missing out on something. So this can be missing out of a party with your friends. This can be missing out on the new Marvel movie that everyone is going to watch except for you. You and every one of your peers are watching a series and it's coming out every single Friday, but you can't see it because of work. Now you have the fear of missing out because everyone knows what happens except for you. And that is the same in trading. With trading, we're not watching series or we're not watching movies, but we are catching trades. And if every one of your peers in your Discord group or your trader friends, or it doesn't matter, anyone around you that trades is catching that EU long and you didn't, and you see it moving upwards and upwards and everyone is posting their profits, you want to be in the trade too. And that is because of FOMO. So again, really important that you focus on the trade itself. Let's say the trade is already halfway past everyone's take profit. Is this still a good place for you to enter? Most probably not. So in general, there are 2 types of FOMO. One is caused by your peers and one is caused by displacement. So if you see price displacing heavily in a way, maybe because of news or maybe because it hit another block, something like that, you want to be in this trade in both scenarios. Or the one with your peers, or the one with the displacement. So for the one with your peers, there's a really easy fix. Get out of all of the Discord groups or don't open them while you're trading. I would say you will still get a lot of value from Discord groups if it is for learning or it is for sparring with other traders, but stay out of it during your trading hours. Also, don't post your trades yourself, because then you will cause this effect for other people and it's not something that you would want. You can post them after your trading day or the next day, it's not a problem. But during your trading hours, stay focused and stay on the charts and don't go chat with other people what they're in. Because it does not only cause FOMO, it also causes doubt. Let's say you are in a long position on the EU and your best friend or a trader that you look up to is in a short position on the EU, you are going to start to doubt yourself. And then in the end, if it seems that you were right, you will not be happy with that person. And then the displacing one, again, it comes down to follow your plan. And if you have difficulties with this, stay through this video because it is something that I will talk about too. Put in alerts so that you're only looking at the charts whenever your point of interest area in the market has been hit, and make sure to keep yourself occupied with other things during your trading day. So it is not healthy for you to stare at the charts all day, and quite frankly, if I'm looking at the charts all day, I will take stupid trades myself, so it's also something that I'm not doing, so you shouldn't too. I want to take a quick moment to talk about Henko Trade. Henko Trade is a broker that I've been working with and that I've been personally been trading with for the last couple of months. I have to say that they have really low spreads and they also have really attractive offers from time to time. I'd also like like to add that the support team is really accurate and really good and helps you with any problem that you might face, as I've seen this last week happen myself. So if you want to check out FOMO, check out the link in the description. Then the third one is overtrading. Overtrading is always caused with being focused on the monetary amount. You want to get in the profits quickly, you want to make more and more and more, you want to take more opportunities, you are stuck on the lower time frames, that's most of the time the case, and it gets you nowhere in the end of the month. So if you're taking more than 2 trades a day and you're not scalping, you're overtrading. So how can you overcome this? I would say go up a time frame. So if you're trading the 1 minute right now, go to the 5 minutes. If you're trading the 5 minutes right now, go to the 15. If you're trading the 15 and it is still happening to you, go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour will force you to only take 1 or 2 trades a week. If you can be profitable 1 or 2 trades a week, why would you go through all this hassle of taking 10 trades a day on the 1 minute? Then the fourth one is revenge trading. For the people that don't know what revenge trading is whenever you encounter a loss, you try to make that up by winning or by thinking you can win the next one. And this is called your revenge trade. So apart from following your plan, is really sticking to it. This is something that you won't be able to do whenever you are in this revenge trading phase, and believe me, I've been there. There are some easy fixes that you can do. For example, you can put in a rule for yourself that you're only taking 1 or 2 losses a day. And make this clear for yourself, 1 or 2, not 1 or 2. You choose 1 or you choose 2 or you choose 3, however much risk you can encounter a day. But make sure it is a fixed number and make sure it is really clear for yourself. Then what you can do, whenever that amount has been hit, you close the charts. Even if it is possible, you close your computer and you go do something else. Do something else for a couple of hours. This will take your mind off that revenge trading state anyway. Then you can always come back to your computer to do whatever you want or to analyze the charts for the next day. But remember, you stop trading. Guys, you have to be really drastical with yourself in order to overcome these habits. These habits were created by yourself a long time ago, most probably even before you started trading, by limiting beliefs or things that happened in your life. And this is really deep stuff, it is really psychological stuff. I won't go over it too much today because we're focusing on these 5 common mistakes today, but it is something that I will discuss on in a later video. So know that for everything that you're doing, there is an underlying cause. It's not something to worry about today, but in order to overcome these underlying causes, you need to take drastic decisions, like for example, leaving your computer and coming back the next day. And then the 5th one is sticking to your rules. Guys, it might be the #1 mistake traders make, and not might, I'm really sure of this. You make up a plan, but you don't stick to it. And this most of the times because you're not disciplined enough. Now, discipline is a skill. It is something that you can learn, and you start by it by doing the small things like making up your bed, keeping your office clean, don't watch YouTube videos, don't watch Netflix, all the things like that, right? Go to the gym 5 days a week. This is how you build your discipline. But in the meanwhile, while building your discipline, and I think this is still something that every trader should do, make a checklist for yourself. Go to Notion, go to any software that you can make a checklist in. Write down every single step of your trading plan, every single one, and you check off every single box while you're going through the charts looking for your opportunity. Okay, we are on a 1 hour point of interest, check. Okay, we have 15-minute displacement, check. Okay, we have the market structure shift, check. Okay, we don't have a 5-minute fair value gap, we don't get a check, it's not a trade for us. And this is how you should approach every single trade. This will make it as mechanical as possible, and this will leave any doubt and any emotional decisions out of the equation. This will also make it very easy for you to go over your trading day at the end of the day and see if you followed your plan or not. See if you were missing a couple of things or if you did great and followed every single step. Now, you can twist it a little bit. Let's say if you want to take the trade but you're missing 2 spots, risk less. These are risk management rules that you can apply to this strategy. I would not advise it. I would say make a really good strategy, have 2 or 3 entries, and then when all the boxes are ticked, only then you are entering your trades. Make sure that every single step that you can possibly take during the live markets is in there. This is taking profits, this is scaling out, this is scaling in, this is your stop loss placement, this is your take profit placement, all of your entry criteria, all of your higher time frame criteria, all of your lower time frame criteria. Every single step is in there. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.